Hey there, Mountaineers! Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, Episode 25, Building a Hilltop Path. As you can see above my head, the goal right now is to make some more iron. I fired up some fire clay bricks for a second and third bloomery to work more of the hematite nuggets into iron. And then you guys are going to vote for the goal. So here are the options, and they're probably going to be... Are they displayed correctly on the screen? No. Let me move it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Alright, so the priorities could be build a trap to catch animals for food and or breeding, depending on the animals we catch. Scout out a location for a smithy and start building it. Go hunting for more meat, fat, and hides. Forge an iron anvil to make use of meteoric iron. Improve base organization, because I don't have any, or viewer suggestions. So you guys can pick. All right. So we've got the fire clay bricks in right now, and we're just going to wait until they're done firing. They should be done pretty soon, because they've been in there a while. And while that's firing up, I do believe we have some more mature turnips. So the turnips are N nitrate crops, so I need to replace the turnips with non-nitrate crops. And I haven't been doing that because I accidentally put down rye, which is another nitrate. So I'll make sure not to do that twice. Oh, Lisk! Thank you for the gifted subs, my friend. Quite the hype train you're kicking off. Alright, we have some more turnips in the turnip harvest, which is good. As you can see, the food must flow. And as far as seeds go, flax is a K, and everything else is an N. So I might have to plant some N on top of N. And the best way to do that would be to pull up the soil, this farmland soil, and replace the soil down with new soil. I don't know if I have medium fertility soil in my base at the moment, though. Oh, I do. Perfect. All right, let's do that. So this plot... Oh, come on. There we go. And I need my hoe. There it is. This thing's gonna break quick, I bet. And then, where was the other turnip that I pulled? Oh no, maybe I just pulled 4 and got 5 seeds. I think that's more likely. Okay, so this one's all set for whatever I want. I'll probably put rye there, as rye is the most cold hardy. How would I rate my food situation? It really depends on how much, what the ambient temperatures are going to be. It's hard to tell, because I've never really tried to farm this late in the season with the server settings that I have, so, like, I honestly don't know. I don't think these berries are going to ripen. I think it's too cold. Wow, look at that. So yeah, time will tell. It looks like you guys want me to scout out a location for the smithy. Got it. I'm going to leave these little pits here. I figure, you know, why not? One bloomer base. 2 bloomer base. 1 top. 2 top. All right. So this was so that we could do another batch of iron, working the blooms manually. At least getting the blooms. I don't know if we're going to work them. That will kind of be up to you guys. So with that done, let's load them up with hematite. All right. And as you can see, we have plenty of hematite left, and I didn't even exhaust the iron that's down in the mines. So, yeah. And of course, we can't use lignite, as I just showed. So, whoops. We'll use the black coal. Galleon and Glitch, thank you for the gifted sub and the cheer. Cheers. Speaking of cheers. All right. Last but not least, a torch to light it all up. All right, perfect. Medium fertility soil. I don't know what to do with you. I'll put you in here. So we have 9 more clay bricks for like more bloomeries. That's not a full bloomery. 12 is a full bloomery. And then we have some raw that I could fire up for a 3rd bloom. I just don't think I'm going to right now. The issue that I have at the moment is I can't exactly leave the base because of what's going on outside. So I see that a very popular choice would be for me to start working on the Smithy. But I'm a little bit stuck inside for now. Oh, not only that, but I'm out of peat. Unless I have peat stored elsewhere. I don't think I do. Shucks. Alright, it's 8 p.m. I am going to... Actually, let's get my lantern. You can hear the monsters out there trying to protect the peat bog with all they have. Hey, Botorn, you can keep running. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna need a new knife soon. I don't particularly like getting chased and shot at. Alright, I'm gonna try to grab Pete for that meal. Hi, guys. Could you, leave me alone for a minute? Whoop, can't get me. Oh, one got me once. Alright, bye. That's probably enough peat for now. It's a good reminder that I'll probably need to stock up tomorrow. So that I don't run into a situation where I don't have enough fuel for food. So I'm going to hide this pole. Once it is daylight... Oh, we have prepared hide. Perfect. All right, let's start making that into leather. Once it's daylight, I am going to start working on the... Oh, I have 2 different things of turnip seeds. Start working on the Smithy. So let's talk about that so that you understand what's at stake, what the project entails, why I'm doing it, etc. So in the game, wind speed is variable due to weather conditions. And you get a wind speed penalty when you go below sea level. Sea level on my server is at 110, and I'm at 112. So basically, I live at sea level. For the height above sea level that you get a bonus to wind for your windmills. And because I don't know how much flax I will reasonably yield from this farm, I think I'm probably not going to have giant windmill sales, because the windmill sales themselves are quite expensive. So here's what I mean. Each sale is... this makes 4 sales, which is the minimum for 1 windmill. And each sale is 4 linen, And then each linen is... Give me the recipe. For flax twine. And each flax twine is 4 flax fibers. So right now I have something like 44 flax fibers. In this... Right, yep, 45. So that would make, 10 twine. And then that 10 twine can become 2 of the... So I have like half the amount that I need for sales, in other words. So the issue that I have is because I don't know how productive my farm is going to be, I want as much wind power for my windmill as possible, meaning that I have to build it for the most wind speed height advantage. I don't have another stack of 40... no, that's my only stack. I'm not sure where you're seeing other twine, but I don't have other twine. Yeah, so I need to, yeah. See? No more twine. Oh, this finished. Good. I probably don't need to put that away, as it's like far too cold already. It's like -2. Yeah, I think you were looking at grass. Dry grass. So there are some hills, as you can see, this topographical map. There's some hills around me, which might offer enough elevation. So about that, if you're wondering why can't I just build a windmill where I am here, and this is why. So the way the windmills work is you have the sails, and the sails are hooked up to a rotor. So the rotor then spins, and then the rotor needs to be hooked up to axles and angled gears to bring the power down to whatever you need powered. So in this case, what I need is a pulverizer and a helve hammer. A pulverizer allows you to crush materials, which is the prerequisite in order to get steel, for instance, or a beehive kiln for clay making. And then a helve hammer automates working iron blooms and steel blooms and really all that stuff. It makes plates. It makes life a lot easier. Essentially, I'm not considering making a set of armor without a helve hammer because of the manual labor involved. I just won't. It's not up for discussion. It's just too boring. I don't want to sit hammering plates for an entire stream. That would drive me mad. So as a result, the solution is, of course, to get a helve hammer going. So the reason why I can't build the windmill here is axles. So if I wanted to take advantage of a high elevation windmill, I would need to build my windmill roughly 60 cells above me, and axles aren't cheap. Each 2 axles require 1 fat. So if I wanted to build the windmill here, I would need at least 30-35 fat just for the axles alone, which means I would need to spend an entire stream hunting for fat because I only have 12. I have half of what I need, and because I started this server in winter, the animals outside aren't fat, so I'm not going to be able to get high yield fat from them. So that's the reason why I'm just simply not considering building a windmill here. It's unaffordable. It would be honestly just stupid to do. I'm not going to mince words. It would be stupid because it would be 10 times the effort for no more benefit. So the plan is to have some of my base here and some of my base on adjacent hillsides, and I'm going to scout out those hillsides once these jerks of neighbors allow me to scout. But given my need for flax, it wouldn't be necessarily a bad idea to let them in one at a time to see if I can't get a little bit of flax from them. As long as I do it in a controlled manner. Because one drifter is not hard to kill. So there's a rift there. And a rift in my own backyard. What's interesting is the glass, the ice rather, illuminates everything very differently, allowing me to see these guys. Now let's get some food. I think I had another bowl. Yeah. Oops. I don't really want to open this one. There's like too many enemies stacked up there. Ooh, and I have a totally different project. More turnips. So knowing we need to replace the soil, I won't bother planting that back. So I'm getting like 6-7 turnips per harvest. It's not bad. Put the hoe away, didn't I? So constantly tending the farm is going to be needed to truly survive, just because of how little food there is available to me due to the late season start. Not to the point where like I'm going to be watering everything manually, but... And this color is that these plants are getting frosted. It's pretty close to its freezing temperature. So they're not stunted yet, but it's -3 out, so they're like getting there. They're getting towards the stunted temps. It is almost 4 in the morning, so it's going to be daybreak soon, and I'll be able to start scouting out the mountain. So the other thing that I want to do, going into this, is to consider, I think the way I want to do it is to scramble up to the top of a mountain to see if it meets the height requirements that I'm looking for, and then build my way down. Because it's going to be easier to create like a contiguous path, top down. So, what I want is stone path stairs, probably for the most part. Meaning I'm going to need to dig up a whole bunch more dirt so that I can mix it with the granite stone to make path tiles. So these pelts... These are raw hides. I might push these raw hides through weak tannin as well. Why isn't it letting me seal? Oh, they need a borax wash. I don't have the borax for that. I know where the borax is, but I'd have to go get it. Alright, so that's fresh for 35 more days. That's fine. Knife looks like it's about to break. So, let's start prepping the tools that I'm going to need for the next project. So that would be like a knife, a shovel, that kind of thing. And for now, I'm just going to continue using flint for this. And these are mature now too. I should just hang my my tools up, because everything that I initially planted is basically reaching maturity all at the same time. I hope you guys like turnips, because we're going to have a lot of turnips. It also might be wise at some point to go either to dig up more soil, more medium fertility soil, so that I can plant turnips back, or to look for more seeds, because at some point we might want to plant cold season seeds, like more rye than anything else. Because I could also make a bread oven. All right. It is 5 in the morning. Should be daybreak soon. The reason I didn't come out here sooner is I need to be able to actually visibly see the hillsides to climb them and to figure out which ones might be high enough for us to build a smithy on. How many more empty crocks do I have? 2. I'm really only planning on using the crocs for preserving food that I think is going to spoil. I think it's more than likely I cook this red meat before it spoils. Because the bowl that I have here is good for like 33 days. And that's not even putting it away. Right? I'm not worried about that at all. Not really. Alright, I think it's light enough for me to start working, even if there's some unfriendlies about. So I'll try to clear them out. And I'll update the priority. So digging a whole bunch of dirt is kind of boring, but that's what's needed. I think it's might be light enough that they're not spawning out of the active rifts anymore. I just don't want to get, like, destroyed by Botorns. Yeah, I think they're gone. Alright, let's grab that lantern. That'll be nicer. So in terms of height, we have... Oh, I gotta get that Botorn. We have this hill here, which is the closest and might be high enough. It's hard to tell how exactly high it is. But we're looking for an elevation difference of roughly 60 to 70 cells. Yep. I think that... Let's see if it will work. Oh. Still getting aggressive. I would have thought they'd disperse by now, given that it's basically daytime. Apparently not. So I got my stone blocks for the path. And the plan is to... You know, I want to know that it's worth building on, so I'm not going to bother laying out stairwells until I know its elevation height. Because if it's not tall enough, I'm going to give up on that and go somewhere else. Is the winter going to be extremely long? It's going to be exactly, roughly as long as it is in real life. That's the whole point of this series. The season length matches up roughly. So it's like December 2nd in game. It's December 5th in real life. And by the end of this stream, it's going to be, you know, somewhere between this week and next week. That was the... Oh, I'm going up the wrong hillside. Marauder, thank you for the resub. The view up here is going to be nice. Okay, I am climbing the correct peak now. You wish the game had like hardtack or pemmican? Yeah, I don't think it needs it. Okay, so we are at about 160, which is exactly what I wanted to be at. More or less. Yeah, this is high enough. Perfect. So then I'm going to want to build a stairwell down. I think it's pretty reasonable to like, whoa, we have a cave here. It's pretty reasonable to more or less flatten out the top of this mountain so that nothing will spawn up here with us. There's really peat up here? That's hilarious. To flatten this out and then, you know, one lantern will like stop out all the spawns. So I think from this position, I'm going to start digging a stairwell down. And of course, this is going to, I brought my pick. I was going to say, better have my pick. Can I use the cave as part of the base? Probably not. I wouldn't want to. It's also physically lower. The whole point of coming up this hill was for the height elevation for the smithy itself. And one of the other things I'm doing here, if you're wondering, is I don't want to create any caves or tunnels, because if there's a clear path to sky, stuff won't spawn. So I'm going to make sure that my walkway into this base up here has a clear path to sky, so that it's not like a monster spawning magnet. Which does mean a little bit more excavation necessary. Why'd I bring my farming tools? So I'm at elevation 150, 160 I think we'll do. So this will be the start of the stairs, essentially. Luckily, iron picks are perfect for the job. Reminds me of the story about the dude in India that his like wife died due to not having access to a hospital because of like a mountainside. So he spent like the rest of his life picking, like manual tool picking out a passage through the mountainside. A few of those blasting bombs would be nice. Yeah, if I had materials like that, I probably wouldn't need a mountaintop smithy, right? So I can see on the minimap to the top right that like there's a big drop off, so it's not like I'm gonna have to do a lot of tunneling here. I don't think. Because once I have it even, then I'm gonna be building up a stairwell. And then the question is, do we build like safety railings? Like how OSHA is it going to be? I think my plan is the first pass on this project is going to be functionality, and then after functionality, you know, we can think about spicing it up. But no matter what we do, it doesn't really matter until I have the enough flax for the actual sales, which means I'm building this in preparation for a windmill, but I'm certainly not going to have a functioning windmill for now. And then all of these granite blocks will be very handy when it comes to building path tiles. The reason I'm not doing like actual ladders is ladders are very slow to use, if you're wondering. Like, it's possible to have like a pool of water at the bottom so that I have a bit of a diving board and I just like jump off for a quick descent. But as far as ascents go, stairs are the fastest way to ascend. And straight stairs for the least amount of time spent ascending. So I'm trying to build stairs that make it easy to quickly go up and down. Alright. The stairs. So path stairs is 3, 1, and 1. Got it. Don't want to make all of them because I probably don't need all my path blocks to be stairs. And obviously I don't want to keep doing this and then walk off the back of the mountain. That would be ouch. Oops. Alright, for now I'll just focus on building the supports. Because I can have them float. I don't care about the aesthetics of floating stairs for now. I can always make them look nicer once they're built. But I'm far more concerned about functionality at the moment than aesthetics. Aesthetics be damned. They just have to work. Yeah, there we go. Felt like I picked a pretty good spot for them too, because I'm not having to do a ton of excavation, and there's this like side of the mountain that is aiding me in having supports for it too. So once I have a stairwell up here, I will offer up the opportunity to switch goals if you guys want. Because the priority was just to scout out and start building, but that doesn't necessarily mean like actually construct the full system. We're almost down. Oops. Really, that was not that hard. And this is peat down here too. Man, there's peat everywhere. Oh, incorrect. Try again. Okay. Probably path blocks and maybe even protection, like walls between the base and the smithy. But yeah, there we go. I carved a path right into the mountain, and we can go up and down in just seconds. Really no problem at all. So then if I wanted stone paths, I could add them in too. At least crossing the water. Soon to be ice. Cheers! If only I could sled down the hill, right? Alright, do you want me to continue working on this? Actually, let me update the priority here. And then I'll pull on it. There we go. There is the choices. So trap, build traps for animals, go hunting for more meat, fat hides, forge iron anvil to make use of meteor iron. So explain that one. You can't do anything with meteoric iron until you have an iron anvil. Because you can't work meteoric iron without one. Build more of the smithy. You guys choose. Let's check out... Oh, why are you trying to... Yeah, don't do that. More full mature turnips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. I'm all for that, man. I am all for that. 34 turnips. We're gonna break our hoe, aren't we? I need a little bit more soil. Might be wise to get some peat now. Yeah, I don't disagree. Farm first, though. So I don't have any non-nitrate crops to put in, which is why I'm having to replace everything like this. Oh, that's incorrect. So that's 3, 4, and 5. What are we planting? Let's do 2 spelt, and everything else we have is turnip, so 3 turnip. I don't have good seed variety yet. Oh well. Alright, that's done. You guys want more of the smithy? Got it. I am going to take a second to bloom up. Oh, shouldn't this be burning me? Yeah, it's hot. I'm surprised it is not burning me. Just to build another... There. put it away before it burns me, before the game realizes, hey, you should be on fire. Actually, I can do 2 more blooms. 1, 2. Oh, medium temporal storm. Got it. Well, Smithy, you might have to wait. Luckily, I already have a panic room, so no need to panic. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel, made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.